Hey guys, and welcome to the weekly review. In this video, we're going to have a look at week 2 of Split 2 for the North American Vainglory 8. It was a crazy week for NAVG8 as teams scrapped over the very valuable points available to help them reach the Unified Live Championship. Our first matchup was not a shock, but a bit of a surprise as Immortals ran over TSM with a double heal jungle weapon glaive for Tigers.
5 minutes of the game, and Immortals, a huge win for them. They're gonna get a flat.
Game 2, Dienzio stutter-stepped his Ringo to victory, dodging out bad mojos from Von Z and applying damage, while his teammates controlled Best Chuck's Vox as Immortals took this series 2-0.
The kill on the bottom side to get Best Chuck.
Our second series on Saturday was Tempo Storm vs Gangstars. This series was hard to predict, especially with Mac Daddy B in the captain position for Gangstars. Game 1 looked like it had hints of deja vu from last week, but Gangstars finished it out.
The damage, making the plays he needed, and alas.
Game 2, Gaspy got onto Baron, along with Hyde on Samuel, and Lost Boy on Batiste. Tempo Storm kited, and then re-engaged cleanly, taking Game 2.
Tempo Storm, use it like a pivot point, rotate around it, take him down, and no!
Game 3, Gangstars played well and were able to stop Hyde's signature Kestrel, but once again, Gaspy came through with his Baron play, set up by Lost Boy's superb Arden performance.
Round Arakazor tries to move back in with the Song Zoom. They take Mac Daddy B down in a trip.
Our third series of the day was very competitive as Cloud9 faced up against Nova. Game 1, Cloud9 abused mobility to shut down Truth's Ringo and used Joseph Samuel to control Delphi's Batiste.
I know exactly what they need to do, and they have executed super clean on this fight. They're not even.
Game 2, C9 allowed one of Nova's favorite high DPS drafts and paid the price as Truth's Kestrel completely outplayed Joseph's Kroll.
Although taking a lot of damage, Truth, he gets the active camo. Can he find the stun off on Joseph? Yes, he can. It comes through with a clinical.
In Game 3, Cloud9 played aggressively with a double weapon composition backed up by Grace. C9 took Game 3 convincingly and moved on to Day 2.
You want to kill Truth first, but if you can take Delphi out and force Truth.
We also had Hammers play against Rogue, where Hammers took that series 2-0. At the end of the day, Hammers, Tempo Storm, Immortals, and Cloud9 remained. Sunday began with a big matchup between Cloud9 and Immortals. Game 1 and 2, C9 gave Dienzio Baron and shut him down with a Black Feather.
Be elusive. Zio is going to get hit with the fountain from range. He's on to Joseph, but Divine Intervention is there. He's going to get healed up plus the Holy Shield. Nothing Zio can do.
Game 1 was a CP Black Feather. Game 2 was a Weapon Black Feather with double heal composition from C9 to take the win.
Can't get away here. They've actually dropped Old School, which is a little bit surprising that they were able to find that amount of damage.
Our second semifinals of the day was Tempo Storm versus Hollywood Hammers. Two teams that would love to gain extra points by making it into the finals. Game 1 came down to a backdoor from starting all over.
Starting all over into the game, okay. That's the play that he takes down the last turret, takes the Vein Crystal down while everybody's distracted. And
Game 2 would go to Tempo Storm as Hammers looked to close out on the Vein Crystal but failed to do so as a team, leaving it with just a sliver of health.
Ooh, how much health is that? Triple kill, that's an ace! GG!
Game 3, Hammers turned up the heat with Koshka, Grace, and Vox, running Hyde's Kestrel and Gaspy's Baron down, even diving turrets, taking the game and moving on to the finals. Our Split 2 Week 2 finals was a rematch from Week 1, as Hammers attempted to take down C9 and get their revenge. Unfortunately for them, Game 1 didn't quite work out that way.
Job to at least apply the Atlas Pauldron, but they have lost Playboy Afro, now Starting's on the run, Archaic as well. I mean, he can't even stand his ground and try to fight.
Game 2, Hammers beat C9 in one of the fastest games we have seen in recent history, demolishing them in under 12 minutes.
He's going straight for the Vein Crystal. Keep your eyes on this to dominate. They do get the Divine Intervention onto Archaic. He's still alive. They lose Playboy Afro, but the Hammers are on the Vein Crystal.
Game 3, C9 showed no mercy, engaging on and bursting down Starting's Kestrel and picking the Hammers apart.
They ripped right through him. A couple attacks, a couple of crits coming.
C9 would take first place for the second week in a row, tying TSM with 32 points overall on the season. They are still the only two NA teams that have guaranteed themselves a spot at the Unified Championship. If Hammers wins one more game next week, they will lock in their place as well. Everybody else needs to fight with everything they possibly have next week to try and stay in the top 6. This has been your weekly review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.